Hi everyone, my name is Kieranpal Sidhu. I'm 23 years old and I'm a final year student at the University of Queensland. I'm studying a Bachelor of Mechanical Engineering and someday I aspire to be a life-changing engineer that helps the people around me. I was first diagnosed with alopecia areata when I was 2 years old, which developed further into alopecia universalis. Now, before I begin sharing some of my journey with you, I'd like to say a quick disclaimer. The views expressed in this video are my own unlicensed personal opinion and do not reflect professional advice within any capacity. Professional support and emergency services should be approached should the person require assistance. This platform is just an opportunity for me to share things that have helped me throughout my journey and experience with alopecia. The bravest thing I've ever done would probably be shaving my head. It challenged my identity and how I perceived myself, but with time I grew to love it. I admire my parents for having the courage to step out of their comfort zone and accomplish great things that have benefited my family. They've provided my siblings and I with a multitude of opportunities, paving the way with clear direction, guidance and support. I would not be the person I am today without their continued love and care. Personally, practicing gratitude for me is fundamental to achieving joy and content in being who you are. I recognize that alopecia should not, in any capacity, hold me back from engaging in my hobbies, interests, and day-to-day lifestyle activities. Appreciating what I could still do with what I had was key to mastering the art of gratitude. I needed to look beyond the scope of appearance and embrace the other areas of beauty that I had. These areas needed to be challenged, developed, and grown so that they flourished into admirable traits that other people were attracted to. I understood that it was because alopecia pushed me to such extremes that I was able to develop my character into such a strong, resilient, and versatile person. If you had 25 hours a day, how would you use your extra time? Well, currently I'm looking for graduate jobs and studying whilst maintaining a healthy relationship with the gym, my girlfriend, and my family. So I would allocate the extra time in any one of these things as they're most important to me at this point in my time of life. So my alopecia story takes us to a country in the southwestern Pacific region, Papua New Guinea. My mother, who is mixed race Australian and Papua New Guinean, met my father, who is Singaporean Punjabi, in the capital city, Port Moresby, also known as POM for short. I was actually born in Canberra. However, since my mum and dad had found work in POM, we lived there for the first couple of years of my life. I was born with long curly hair, much like my mother's, with no sign or indication of alopecia. We lived in a small town house in the city that was surrounded by a lot of vegetation. And I was a very physically active child. I'd be frequently running around the house and playing in the garden, which led to a lot of insect bites. These insect bites developed quite radically into boils and worsened my health. As such, my parents took me to doctors for treatment, and the resulting treatment they provided me helped my boils, however, sparked an immune system disorder, namely alopecia areata. I was approximately 2 years old. So I began to lose large chunks of hair on my scalp before eventually losing my eyebrows and my eyelashes. I believe at this stage almost all the hair on my body was missing and I was considered to have alopecia universalis. My parents searched for solutions and tried several treatments throughout my childhood. However, there was no long-term progress or success. Confused and disappointed, I just continued life as per usual. During my teenage years, hair began to grow on my scalp, however in patches. The hair around the crown of my head and temples were unable to form and to link up. So my teenage and high school years consisted of a bald appearance with patches of hair across my scalp. The moment I truly accepted my condition was in the year 2018. I was discussing, generally, my alopecia with family members, and they suggested I try a new look, shave my head, and start the year with a new appearance. I was hesitant and doubtful that the look would suit my liking. However, I took the leap of faith and followed through with it. To my surprise, all my other family members were complimenting my look and offering their support. I returned to university to start the new semester as a liberated and confident person, finally at peace with who they are. Advice to those who are struggling with their journey with alopecia would be to first and foremost practice gratitude. Understand and appreciate all the things you can still do, which is everything. Eliminate the exhausting negative behaviors that paint yourself in a bad image. They are of no benefit and serve no purpose. Focus your energy on what you can be doing with your time, things that bring you joy. Invest in you. The moment you realize that alopecia actually helps you stand out, be recognized, remembered, use it to your advantage in networking, building relationships, and engaging with your wider community. Join a club, become an executive member, acquire a job, learn an instrument, do all the things you could do if you had hair, so that you can personally see alopecia never held you back to begin with. Thanks for listening to my story and my journey. If you know someone experiencing alopecia, then do your best to check in and always offer a helping hand. Thank you.